Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Inner Sphere Battle Armor Platoons from the Mercenaries Kickstarter. Now, first thing I want to mention, this packaging, not in great shape. I am one of the few people who managed to actually order one of these through Amazon. If I remember correctly, Catalyst said only 13 individual force packs got sent out by Amazon. It's kind of a mistake. I am a Kickstarter backer. I just haven't received my Kickstarter yet. But I just want to mention that the condition of this packaging is not on Catalyst Game Labs. In fact, I would argue it's probably on UPS who shipped it. So, but whatever. That's how it goes. So yeah, let's get into this. I do really like this new Battletech logo where the chevron is in red. I just think it looks pretty. And I'm a big fan of the color scheme they went with for the Mercenaries Kickstarter. I think it looks really good. And if I can't quite tell right now, but I want to look at that back. It looks kind of like an Axeman. I think that'll be kind of cool. So first thing I noticed from this particular packaging is that we're getting Alpha Strike cards and Battlefield support cards. The Battlefield support cards are new with the Mercenaries Kickstarter. I have not looked into the rules very much, but it's my understanding they're for use with classic Battletech. The Alpha Strike cards are awesome because if any of y'all ever got elemental points, you know, like these ones from the Clan Invasion Kickstarter, they did not come with Alpha Strike cards, and it was very disappointing. And it's one of those details where I feel like Catalyst really screwed up. And I've actually mentioned it to Randall Bills when I talked to him. I actually met him in person. And he said he thinks it's a mistake that we didn't include those in the elemental sets, which is nice to know that somebody at Catalyst agrees. So, without further ado, let's crack this right open. My trusty knife. This is not in the greatest shape. Let's look at the cards real quick. So we're looking at a Laser Squad 4, Inner Sphere Standard Battle Armor. Nothing too crazy. If you've never used Battle Armor before, I recommend watching a video on how to use them in Alpha Strike. Because these cards, they don't look super impressive, but they do have anti-mech attacks, and although their TMM is 1, since they're battle armor, they get an additional 1 on top of that. So they are harder to hit. They're kind of fun. 14 points, nice and easy to toss in a little group of them. Nothing too crazy, nothing too insane. And we have the new Battlefield support cards. Again, I'm not 100% sure how these work, but it looks to be very easy to adapt. These are for classic. The cards look very pretty. I will give them that. These are very nice. I think they're very well done. I like the coloring on them. The orange and black just looks very nice. Yeah, little splash of purple there, which doesn't look too bad. Very happy with how those turned out. So I'm wondering if all these are the exact same. No, they are not. Okay. So let's see, we have the Laser Squad 4 Standard Battle Armor. And we have the LRR. I'm actually not familiar with that one. But it looks like you're sacrificing a short range damage for a medium range damage, essentially. And you're adding 1 point. Not bad. And then we have the machine gun battle armor. Sacrificing a point and a damage. Nothing too crazy. SRM. Sacrificing a point. Giving it potential damage at short and medium range. If you're not aware what the 0 star is, you roll a dice. If it's 4 or higher, it's a hit. If it's 1 through 3, it's a miss. Pretty basic. It's like if it did half a point of damage, essentially. Interesting. Magnetic battle armor. Sacrificing a point and a damage as well. But I think that's an 8 jump. Yeah, he's a little bit faster. A little bit faster move. You're going with X-Mech instead of Mech. Unfortunately, I'm not super familiar what the difference is between those two, but I'm sure we could look it up later. Flamer battle armor. Now that's an interesting one. I'd probably bring a lot of these, to be honest. Generate some heat on some opponent's mechs. I like that one. And for the same point value as the laser. Oops. Looks like another magnetic. Is that the same magnetic? Well, at least the colors of the guys are different. But I think it's the same. I kind of wish... Oh, we have another flamer as well. Interesting. I kind of wish we got more of these cards. So we got a duplicate of the magnetic and flamer, but I kind of wish we had a duplicate of the laser and LRR, as well as the machine gun and SRM. Personally, I'm probably going to be bringing multiple flamers, but I got 4 minis here. It would be nice to have the option. I don't think it'd be that hard to, add them in. I don't see any reason not to, personally. It's just a few extra cards. No big deal. Intersfield Battle Armor Squad 4. Let's get these out of the way. These are Battlefield Support. That's red. And red on the reverse side. And yellow on that card. So I'm wondering if we're going to have different colors per. Yeah. I don't immediately see anything different on these cards. Besides the color right up there of the squad. Which I think is a nice little touch. That way you can differentiate between, oh, that's green, that's purple, that's red, or whatever. Oh, and they are different colors on the reverse sides on some of them. So that one's red. Red. Yellow. Green. It's like a dark green. We have a light green. Yeah, the cards look to be the same. On the reverse side, a blue. And like a turquoise. And we've already looked. This is a purple. So that's interesting. I'm excited to get using these. I've heard good things about that battlefield support system. Let's pull this out for probably the first and only time. Look at that box art real quick. If we can see much of it. Looks nice. Fit, weren't super damaged. Again, not Catalyst's fault. Looks very nice. Let's look at the minis. I've heard a lot of people's battle armor do not look amazing. Yeah, they look alright to me. Oh, let's take a look. Let me look at this off camera real quick. Yeah, they're not great. Compare it to Elemental Squad. I do feel like the details are a little bit, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I do feel like the details are a little bit easier to pick out on the Elementals than they are on the Inner Sphere battle armor. Maybe let's grab a different Elemental Squad. Kind of hard to pick out on camera. I've seen pictures of the Inner Sphere battle armor. It's a little disappointing to see in person as well, unfortunately. I so far have not seen any communication from Catalyst on that, which sucks. But it is nice to have 4 squads here. Again, I'll probably end up bringing lots of flamers. And I might end up getting multiple boxes. Well, I will get multiple boxes. I've got a second one coming in my Kickstarter. It is a little frustrating that these got posted on Amazon for a brief amount of time. But I'm a little happy I snagged one because I think these will be a lot of fun to play with, even though the models aren't, at least don't seem to be the best. Something I will say, though, it would be nice to get elemental cards at some point. Maybe in reprints of the Clan Invasion box or reprints of the Elemental Force Pack. Get some Alpha Strike cards and Battlefield Support cards would be fun too. Because like this full-size figure here on the card is not something somebody can just replicate without having the model for it. Because these are just absolutely tiny, and like scanning them in would be such a pain. And there's no way you'd get the level of detail that Catalyst can get on this. It would also be nice to be able to have multiple of each card per squad. I understand that that can possibly get a little bit more expensive, including more cards in each squad, but well, I am noticing something actually. I see 7, 8, 5, 6. Oh, it's just going to be 8 sides. Okay. Never mind then. Never mind on that. That's okay. I would really like to pick up more battle armor and elemental cards though. They are a lot of fun to play with the few times that I have played with them. They add variety, and I'm really excited with the Mercenaries Kickstarter to add a lot of variety. Something that would be kind of fun, because I was talking about the model here, is to have a more a 28mm scale model for playing like a Time of War or Mech Warrior Destiny or their upcoming RPG that they haven't really talked about yet. They've kind of mentioned that they're doing a new one, but it would be fun to have some 28mm scale models for battle armor and elementals, because they would fit. They're on the small side for the scale that mechs are in, but they would be on the large side for 28mm, and I think they're a fun unit that can be kind of an in-between. I think that's all for this box. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Those of you who are waiting the Kickstarter, I hope your Kickstarter gets shipped and arrives soon. Thank you for watching. See you later.